The first point is, never forget that your child is a child first, and especially is your child first, and then is a sports person. Just because they practice a certain sport, and maybe even if they're very successful at it, doesn't mean that you bring home an athlete. Okay, this is a common mistake made by a lot of parents, where they get so invested and so involved in sport that they forget that their child is a child. Okay, do realize that the prefrontal cortex of the brain is not developed in teenagers. It's a proven fact. It's a fact that exists. Please read up about this. Your child should be your child. When they come home, they should feel secure, they should feel safe, and they should feel that this is the one place where I come and I can let go of all the worries. Don't make your child and your home an extension of the sport. Now the second point, what should you do sport for? What's the reason? Sport should be done only for one reason, that is for fun. The second reason why it's done, which normally is an extension of sport, is for physical fitness. Sport should not be done for winning. And I know this might go very counter to what you normally hear. Any winning that happens, if your child ends up becoming a district champion, a city champion, school champion, state champion, national champion, or a world champion, look at that as a bonus. A lot of times, many of these youngsters that I've dealt with over the years, they say that their first coaches, the first places that they started with, were the most fun because there was no pressure. There was no pressure of competing, winning, trying hard. Do understand why I say this is because sport can also be very pressurizing, especially if there's competition involved. There's a lot of sports people who sometimes, commit suicide. Sometimes they get depressed. There's a lot of negative sides as well of competitive sport. So this is the reason why I say make sure that it's always for fun and always for fitness. Any winning is a bonus. Now coming to the third point, it is very, very important that you choose the right sport that fits your child's physical and mental temperament. And what do I mean by this? Not every child is going to enjoy every sport and is going to excel in every sport. Okay, sport is not a common thing where you just have a certain type of training and then you can just go and excel in any sport. Sport is a set of physical skills. Okay, so you have to understand that physical ability plays a large role in a majority of sports. Okay, there are very few sports where the technical ability plays a high role, but majority of sports, whether it's football, tennis, boxing, swimming, athletics, these have a huge role of physical abilities. So now you have to choose a sport which your child's structure, your child's mental temperament suits this particular sport. Now if this doesn't happen, I've seen this with a lot of youngsters. They just don't enjoy their time in sport. And what can you do as a parent? I would say that try at least 6 different sports when you start your child, maybe at the age of 6, 7, whatever age you try. Every 6 months, change the sport and let them try one sport and the next and next. Let them do at least 6 different sports. Find out which is the one that they enjoy, not you. Because it should not be something where you are forcing the child to choose a sport just because that sport maybe has more money or there's more fame, or because you wanted to do and maybe you couldn't probably do that great in that sport. So try different sports, and there's no age to change sport. If your child is not enjoying a particular sport, it is okay to change. Do understand this part.